The Lakers Timberwolves is the other one in the West, and that is another fascinating one that I kind of just don't want anything to do with. The Lakers are $1.55, the Minnesota Timberwolves $2.50. I think that the Timberwolves are built for playoff basketball. I've said it time and time again. Their best basketball is going to always show at this time of year. However, this is probably the one matchup for them that they didn't want. I think they could have done damage if they got the Clippers. I think they could have done damage if they got the Denver Nuggets again. I think they could have done damage if they got the Houston Rockets. But they got the LA Lakers, and Luka Doncic, probably more so than anyone else in the NBA, knows exactly how to take advantage of that defense that is anchored by Rudy Gobert. And that is the biggest concern for me, for anyone that wants to back the Timberwolves, that is, of course. The flip side, of course, is that I think the Lakers are way too short. I want nothing to do with the LA Lakers at that price. $1.55 means that their market's implying that they win this series 65% of the time. I think that's a little bit high. I think it's a little bit high, honestly. I understand the advantages they have, obviously home court advantage being one of them. I understand that the on-court advantages that they have. But at the same time, this is a completely new team in a completely new environment. Trying to get LeBron and Luka to work things out in a playoff environment is very different than trying to get Luka and LeBron to play alongside each other in the regular season. I've said it time and again, the playoffs are basically an entirely different sport as far as I'm concerned. So there's so much to be learned. There is a massive teething process to be had. JJ Redick's first experience going through as a head coach in the playoffs. Chris Finch is just a really underrated head coach. I think he'll have his team pretty well prepped and understanding what they need to do. They have the defensive pieces to make life really difficult for Luka and LeBron. Like Anthony Edwards is an on-ball defender. Jaden McDaniels is an on-ball defender. Elite. Can they make sure that they stay switched on enough that, you know, they're not giving up easy possessions and baskets elsewhere? Can they avoid Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle getting isolated on the perimeter by Luka? Those are pretty much the ultimate questions there. So for me, it's a pass. I think at the price, I would like to play the Minnesota Timberwolves, but on a game-to-game, I'll probably take the Timberwolves with the points.
What are you prepared to lose today? Set a deposit limit. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.